Every day, our bodies and minds are profoundly affected by the vast spectrum of emotions we experience, even the subtle feeling of nothing at all. Welcome to our channel, The Book Digest. In this summary of Master Your Emotions by Thibaut Meurisse, we'll delve into why understanding our emotions is crucial and why it's so challenging to shake off sadness or upset. This book offers a fresh perspective on emotions, helping us to diminish negative feelings. It emphasizes that emotions aren't adversaries, but rather guides that can foster personal growth and lead to a stronger, happier you. Let's discover how to befriend our emotions and leverage them for a more joyful life. Your survival mechanism and its emotional impact. While our lives today are dramatically different from those of our ancestors, we no longer hunt for food or fear wild animals. We still possess an ingrained survival mechanism. This mechanism, designed to provide energy for flight in the face of danger, also has a tendency to prioritize negative events. In ancestral times, tribal rejection meant a significant decrease in survival odds, as there would be no one to protect from animal attacks or share food. Even now, negative events, though not life-threatening, trigger emotional distress. A scolding from your boss or a friend's sudden silence still feels bad. This negativity bias was once a survival tool, but it's less helpful in modern life. Being criticized at work or having a friend stop talking to you isn't a matter of life or death, yet the emotional pain causes discomfort. To combat this and maintain happiness, we must actively work against this negativity bias. The pursuit of happiness, dopamine and hedonic adaptation. Happiness can significantly enhance your life. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter, is released in your brain when you engage in pleasurable activities like eating good food, activating your brain's pleasure center. The feel-good sensation of dopamine can lead to its abuse, manifesting in overeating or addiction. Any form of addiction is detrimental to health. If your happiness is tied to material possessions, a new car or phone might bring temporary joy. However, this is due to hedonic adaptation, where the initial surge of happiness from a new acquisition quickly fades, making you chase the next material high. Everyone has a baseline happiness level, which varies from person to person. Some are naturally cheerful, while others are more neutral. This baseline spikes when dopamine is triggered, like when you buy a new car. But eventually, your happiness returns to its baseline. Does this mean pursuing happiness is futile because it won't last? Not at all. According to Sonia Lyubomirsky, author of The How of Happiness, 50% of our happiness is genetic, 40% comes from internal factors, and only 10% from external factors like material possessions or promotions. This breakdown highlights a crucial lesson. True happiness originates from within, not from external circumstances. The fleeting nature of emotions. Managing emotions, especially negative ones, can be challenging. You can't instantly control anger or frustration, no matter how hard you try. However, you can manage them by understanding their temporary nature. For example, if you wake up late and feel irritated, that feeling won't immediately disappear, even if you tell yourself to get over it. Instead, you can detach from the emotion, acknowledging, yes, I'm annoyed by how my day started, but this irritation will gradually fade. Emotions come and go. What you feel now won't last forever. Negative emotions aren't inherently bad. Sometimes they motivate action. The sting of failure can push you to work harder. Losing a loved one can deepen your appreciation for those still in your life. If you're struggling with negative emotions, remember past challenges you've overcome. No matter how bad you feel now, this feeling will pass. Another healthy approach is to remember that emotions don't define you. Feeling depressed doesn't mean you are depressed, nor does it mean you're a failure. What you feel at a given moment doesn't diminish your worth. To maintain a positive attitude, you need to actively cultivate it. The saying, "you attract what you think," applies to both positive and negative states. If you're facing setbacks like failing a test or a rejected scholarship, it's easy to focus on other negative aspects of your life. Weight gain, feeling disliked, loneliness. But you must break free from the grip of the dominant negative emotion. constantly remind yourself that the feeling will pass. This also helps you track your emotions and identify their triggers. Consider Sophia, who realized mistakes made her angry, leading her to focus on past errors and call herself a loser. To break this cycle, she reminded herself that humans make mistakes and recalled her achievements. To overcome negative thought patterns, observe yourself. Identify emotional triggers, what you say to yourself, what helps you break the cycle, and what you learned. The power of reinterpretation. Only 10% of your happiness comes from external factors like money or achieving life goals. These are often assumptions, and they can significantly impact you. Therefore, it's vital to view these things from a different perspective. Common beliefs to reframe. This is a problem. What if your current problem isn't a problem at all? Katie, fearing a layoff, initially saw it as a disaster, but then viewed it as an opportunity to pursue her dream job. I should get married and have children. This societal expectation shouldn't dictate your choices. Marriage and children should be your decision, not something you do under pressure. I'm scared of the future. Everyone fears the unknown. Worrying excessively doesn't change anything. Instead, focus on the present moment, where you can do your best. Pay attention to how you interpret events. If you blame others or circumstances for your misfortunes, it's time to take responsibility for your reactions. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response, which determines your happiness. Releasing your emotions. To live happily, don't bottle up emotions. Anger, bitterness, and other negative feelings can harm you mentally, emotionally, and even physically, causing increased heart rate, sweating, and difficulty concentrating. Observe by detaching. When Penny's boss corrected her work, she felt stupid. Instead of identifying with the feeling, she thought, "I feel stupid, but I am not stupid." This creates distance between you and the emotion. Penny also stopped feeding herself negative thoughts, which would normally amplify her feelings of inadequacy. Label your emotions. Think of emotions as temporary clothing you can change. They don't define you. Instead of "I am sad," say "I feel sad," or "I am experiencing sadness." This separation makes it easier to let go. Don't cling to emotions. There are two reasons we become dependent on emotions. They reinforce a self-narrative. When sad, we often make ourselves sadder, a tendency to emotionally hurt ourselves. We mistakenly believe we are our emotions. You'll remain troubled until you stop identifying with your feelings. Emily, feeling incomplete compared to her friends, felt like a loser. By setting achievable daily goals and gradually letting go of the thought that she was incapable, she boosted her confidence. Learn the Sedona Method. This method, from Hale Dwoskin's book, helps release emotions in 3 ways. Not holding on. Never cling to negative emotions. Let them go. Making space. Accept what you feel without clinging to it or letting it define you. Just let them come. Another technique discussed in this section is avoiding verbal viruses. These are words or phrases that can weaken your speech, such as "I think," "maybe," or "kind of." These qualifiers can make you sound uncertain or hesitant, which undermines your authority. By eliminating these from your vocabulary, you can speak more assertively and leave a stronger impression. For instance, instead of saying, "I think we should consider this option," you could say, "This option will deliver the best results." Lowndes also touches on the importance of storytelling as a tool for effective communication. People are naturally drawn to stories because they're relatable and memorable. When you can incorporate a relevant story into your conversation, it helps to illustrate your point in a way that facts and figures alone cannot. For example, if you're trying to convince someone of the benefits of a new project, sharing a story about how a similar initiative succeeded in the past can be far more persuasive than simply listing reasons why it should work. By mastering these techniques, you can speak with the kind of authority and confidence that marks you as a VIP, whether in a professional setting or in everyday interactions. These skills will help you communicate more effectively, build stronger connections, and ultimately achieve your goals. Part 4. How to be an insider in any crowd. Feeling like an outsider in a group can be daunting, but Lounge provides powerful strategies to help you blend in seamlessly and make meaningful connections, no matter where you are. This section focuses on transforming yourself from an outsider into an insider by tapping into the interests and passions of the people around you. 3. Ask yourself when. Your answer should always be now. Release it without excuses. 4. Repeat until the emotion is gone. The Sedona Method may seem simple, but simplicity can have profound impacts. Practice daily to master your emotions. Emotions as guides. Emotions are temporary, but they can be life-changing. Uncomfortable or unhappy feelings can be a signal. Harriet, stressed and unhappy with her job, relationships, and achievements, decided to move to a new city. This decision transformed her life, bringing her happiness and appreciation for small things. Understanding your emotions requires self-awareness. If Harriet had ignored her unhappiness, she wouldn't have made that crucial change. Self-awareness, as described in Jim Dethmer and Diana Chapman's The 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership, is the ability to observe your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Practice self-awareness by asking, is this above the line or below the line? Above the line, self-aware, positive mindset, curious, consciously listening, accepting feelings, appreciating things, taking responsibility. Below the line, difficulty controlling emotions, fault-finding, arguing, gossiping, unwilling to challenge beliefs, ignoring dissenting opinions. Before acting, ask, is this above the line or below the line? The answer will guide whether to let go of your emotions. Below the line, difficulty controlling emotions, fault-finding, arguing, gossiping, unwilling to challenge beliefs, ignoring dissenting opinions. Before acting, ask, is this above the line or below the line? The answer will guide whether to let go of your emotions. Recording your emotions. The purpose of recording your emotions is to foster more positive experiences. First, become aware of your current emotional state. For a week, observe and record your daily emotions in a notebook, rating them on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 equals worst, 10 equals best. At week's end, tally the score and answer. What negative emotions did you feel? What caused them? What was your interpretation of the negative experience? Was it accurate or close to the facts? How did you stop feeling the negative emotion? Did it fade naturally, or did you act to release it? What can you do next time to avoid these negative emotions? Recording your emotions serves 2 purposes. Weekly awareness helps maintain a positive mood or find ways to be happy, and it provides practice in releasing negative emotions and staying happy. Conclusion. In summary, you've learned negative emotions are part of a survival mechanism, creating a negativity bias that you must actively fight. Your happiness depends on your thoughts and actions, not external events. Emotions are temporary. Remember this during negative experiences. All bad feelings will pass, and you can overcome them. Change your perspective. Don't let societal assumptions dictate your choices. True happiness comes from pursuing what you want. Don't bottle up emotions. Detach, observe, label, and let them come. Embrace self-awareness. Emotions can signal a need for change. Assess whether your thoughts and actions are above the line, beneficial, or below the line, distressing. Record your emotions. Track your feelings to find ways to stay happy. Always remember, your emotions do not define you. They are fleeting. Good emotions bring happiness, while challenging ones offer valuable lessons. Both can guide you toward a happy and fulfilling life. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary of Master Your Emotions. We hope it has provided useful insights and tools for understanding and managing your feelings. Taking control of your emotions is a powerful step towards a happier, more fulfilling life. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Your feedback helps us grow and continue to bring you great content. Subscribe to our channel, The Book Digest, for more helpful summaries and tips on personal development. Keep learning and growing, and remember to explore other book summaries on our channel. They're all designed to help you improve your life, one book at a time. Until next time, keep Keep turning the pages and enriching your life.